Now, Steven is aware and has acknowledged that his server is infested with filth, which is great, but his refusal to act on it is kind of concerning. It's been almost 4 days since this whole, business got pointed out, and it caught his attention to the point where he even admitted, hey, my server's a bit disgusting. I'm aware he's working on a new server, but he can at least begin cleaning up. This isn't something you can just sit on the fence with. You have to do something. Hello. Today I have a bit of an interesting topic to discuss. So, it may have been of no surprise to those of you who watch my videos, I make Phantom Forces content. Shocking, right? Now, Some Stevens did a stream recently, which prompted me to get in touch with him because I heard him mention a few things in the stream that interested me. One of them being that he grew up in hardship, being homeless as a child. I wanted to learn about Some Stevens' trouble in his youth, so I could use that to help people who may come across my content or may have problems with homelessness, and seeing how I could help them or what I could do to give them advice, because I've never experienced it for myself. So in doing this, I approached Some Stevens' Discord server, where I was immediately met with some less than savory individuals who are a part of his community. Now, I'm aware that each Discord community has its, bottom of the barrel type people who have underdeveloped social skills and are, just outright mentally fucking challenged. I'm aware of that. I have them in my community. Everyone has them in their community. However, I'm on top of my shit. I keep an eye on my server. I don't understand how Some Steven is so disconnected. If you think I'm so overreacting, take a look at this screenshot of one of the moderators, one of the authoritative figures in this server, had on their Discord profile. And after a short exchange with them, they continued to defend this sort of softcore porn that they had on their profile, claiming that if a child saw it and decides to crank their shit to it, it's not his fault. Mind you, his. This is a man pretending to be a woman. Now, after calling them a pedophile repeatedly, because, well, that's all I can do at this stage, seeing as I don't want to change, and I don't know, I have this problem where I don't ping owners of servers because I find it a bit impolite, but after I got banned for calling this pedophile a pedophile, my boys jumped in the server, Cactus, Genie, and Azap, who were already in the server, pinged Some Stevens and cleared everything up, unbanning my account. Great, everything's all cool. Then I jump back into the server and I share my mind with this pedophile mod. I don't remember what I called them exactly. I think I said you're a piece of shit or something. I don't remember. But long story short, that's how I felt, and that's how I still feel. So after this long-winded bullshit session and everything's all cleared up, there was another issue which I'll briefly touch on that's been completely resolved, and I have nothing to, break about it, where I misunderstood something he said on stream. I thought Some Steven made a racist joke, which I found funny, and I wasn't looking to wrong him. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Anyways, he said this even, I was trying to make a point that Some Steven finds particular humor funny, and the rest of his server is just a bunch of soft cunts, which they are, I'm not gonna lie. And then he came in, cleared up what he's actually said, and I said, okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood that, that's my bad. Didn't mean to cause an issue with that. I'm happy to admit fault there, because I was at fault, I misunderstood something. Now, go back to later, there's an exploit on Discord that you can do, where you can ban someone if they say, I am underage on Discord. If they just say that one sentence, if they type it in text, you can get their entire account banned. I've had my account banned, which sucks because I have a fucking private channel where I keep all my, screenshots and shit. It's essentially just a Google Drive where I don't have to pay for it, which I don't have access to. And I've got a flight to Australia soon where all my tickets and shit are saved on that. Luckily, I had backup screenshots on my fucking phone. But yeah, whoever did that, fuck you stupid pedophile. Back to the issue at hand. So I'm trying to dispute with Discord to get my account unbanned because in fact I am 23 and not 8 years old, like I said sarcastically in that server. So we love malicious intent done by Discord mods because they have nothing better to do other than jerk their cocks and take estrogen pills all day. Oh, and groom minors. That's another big thing they like doing. So I'm jumping on my alt account, jump back in the server. Some Steven at this stage is kind of irritated by my presence purely because I've caused so much chaos, which is caused by his moderators and his server being douchebags, mind you. I had no intention of causing any trouble because I have no need for that. I don't care. Some Steven seems like a pretty reasonable and chill guy. It's just kind of a shame that his server is infested with pedophiles. After all that, I jump in and I say nothing. I'm just atted, and instantly people are on my shit about the type of content I make. Now, I have a very particular audience. I don't cater to people who get offended at fucking nothing. If you don't like my content, keep scrolling. I don't care. I genuinely do not care. My audience isn't you, obviously. You're welcome to watch whatever you want. Just don't, if you have something negative to say about my content, then the content's not for you. Now, the people in some Steven server didn't seem to understand this, and we literally, like, me and Cactus were just in call. Like, we were cackling at this. It was so fucking funny how they were so offended by literally just me playing Phantom Forces, despite some Steven, like, somewhat reviving his Phantom Forces content. Like, it's such a catch-22, but I guess that's what you get for arguing with teenagers who are on estrogen, furries, heavily into porn and over-sexualizing everything. It's just hand in hand, Like, there's nothing you can do about it. So we just thought we'd take the piss and just, like, we weren't saying anything provocative. We were kind of just, like, carrying on. Anyways, after all that drama got sorted out, me and Cactus ended up getting banned for no reason. I think it was because somebody... There's this guy. His name is, like, CW and then something. He's just a teenager who obviously lacks social skills. We've all been there. And he blocked me and Cactus in the server so that he couldn't see our messages. Good on him. That's a good way to deal with people. I'm not even being sarcastic. Anyways, me and Cactus continued talking without him, and he was obviously irritated that we weren't paying attention to him because you can still see blocked messages. And I don't know, he's alerted his, groomer mod who's been grooming him and got me and Cactus banned. Now, as it goes from here, AZAP and Genie, who are in the server, they've asked them why did we get banned, and they're just dodging the question, which, goes hand in hand with, pedophile furry mods in Discord. And they just want to do what makes them comfortable instead of what's right. Now, keep in mind, I'm not here to cause chaos. All these people are atting me over nothing. I just came here to ask some Steven about his upbringing, so I might be able to help somebody who's going through a similar situation, because I have no experience in that field. So to this day, my main is still banned, and I'm banned from Steven's Discord, which I'll be completely honest, isn't a bad thing at the moment. Now, Steven is aware and has acknowledged that his server is infested with filth, which is great. But his refusal to act on it is kind of concerning. It's been almost 4 days since this whole, business got pointed out, and it caught his attention to the point where he even admitted, hey, my server's a bit disgusting. I'm aware he's working on a new server, but he can at least begin cleaning up. Like, this isn't something you can just sit on the fence with. You have to do something. I'm not saying my server is squeaky clean, but whenever there's anything that could be damaging to the mental health of children, I'm on it immediately. Like, yeah, we joke around, we banter. Like, a majority of my server is just a bunch of teenage boys, and sometimes, the occasional dirty joke will be cracked. That's fine. But everyone on my server who's been in call with me will always tell you, I've asked, how old are you, to people I'm not familiar with, and depending on how old they are is how crude the humor is. If we're all grown-ass men, I'm going to make grown-ass men jokes that we all find funny. If there's a 15-year-old in the server, I'm not going to say shit, because I don't feel like polluting their mind with my shitty fucking Australian humor. Anyone can vouch for me on that. Now, this is more so just kind of a bit of a rant, but also kind of a message to some Steven in the very, very off chance he sees this. You're a great guy, and you definitely have achieved a lot of great things, and you've overcome a lot of adversity. But please do something. You have a responsibility for these people in your server, and they're being polluted. Like, I can cashback guarantee that there is 0 people that have been groomed in my server, because I'm on that shit immediately. I understand the consequences of damaging children. Growing up as a fucking damaged child myself, I don't want people to go through the bullshit that I had to go through. All the fucking mental pain and agony of porn addiction and self-hatred and shit like that. It's fucking disgusting, and I hate it. That's why I'm on top of it so fucking much. Meanwhile, your moderators are promoting softcore porn. Imagine some 13-year-old clicks on this profile and is stuck with a fucking porn addiction for the rest of their life because some dipshit tranny faggot mod thought, I want to promote sex to these kids. Not to get passionate, but I think that's pretty fucking disgusting. So yeah, typical Roblox, always just being so degenerated. But coming from where you've come from, I kind of find this, I kind of expected a bit more. You know how hard it is. You understand that what people consider mountains in your server are pebbles to you. You've overcome some great shit, and I kind of find it strange how you're ignoring it. Whether it's just because you don't want to, cause a ruckus for your followers and cause a massive loss. Bro, look at my server. I have, polar opposite motherfuckers. I have communists. I have Nazis. I have femboys. I have furries. I have massive homophobes. I have people who are, trannies in my server. I have so many different diverse people. But the one rule that ties them all together is no degeneracy. Now, that rule's been broken a lot, and I've banned those people. I said, hey, stay out of my server. You can do your shit on your own. Don't contact anyone from my server. Fuck you. Well, I didn't say fuck you, but, sexual degeneracy is like meth for the fucking eyes. So I don't want that shit anywhere near my young-minded audience. So I kind of find it pathetic how you've kind of turned a blind eye to this for this long. I understand that content's a bit stale considering you had to give up Phantom Forces because of the whole stylist pedo shit. Understandable. But you're not going to please everyone. And on top of that, you're just damaging your own reputation plus the minds of, potentially the minds of those in your server. Like, you got a server that's quite a bit bigger than mine. I understand that. But then just expand your moderation team and don't employ pedophiles. Like, yeah, I understand this dipshit is like, 16 or 17? Cool. I don't want to degenerate. Like, Zach, for example, in my server. I put him as a moderator when he was 15, right? And the thing that sets him apart from your moderator is that he's not sex focused. He's not pleasure focused. He's right and he's wrong. He understands the difference. He sees, this is wrong, takes action. He sees, yeah, this is okay. Or if it's a gray area, he comes to me and asks. Compared to your moderator who just acts out of comfort and acts out of flexing their position. Like, yeah, good job, dipshit. Not Steven, the fucking moderator. But yeah, it's like, and this is just to anyone. Like, please look after your fucking shit. Like, if you have followers, look after your followers. They're not just people that watch your content that give you money every fucking month. They're your followers. You look after them. You're the leader of your own tribe. And if your tribe is full of, perverted idiots, well, you might want to take a look at yourself and change something, mate. I don't say this out of hatred for anyone. It's just, I love you, but not the things you do type shit. Anyways, catch you on the next one. Enjoy this shit-ass COD gameplay.